Hello friend, welcome back. In your previous video, I have discussed about how can use the conditional rendering using if-else condition. Right here, we successfully done this job. So now friend, I want to update it. As I told you, you can also have the different type of conditional rendering like as a switch statement, ternary operator, logical AND function, and also immediate invocate function. So before I have already completed with our if-else, I want to solve the same issues with using that switch statement. Let's do that work. For doing this here, we don't need anything. I want to better make it as a clean right now again. Also here I don't need it, I want to close it. Okay, so that is actually our total function. So into the function area, first of all, I want to take one of the constant. Okay, so that will be as a constant variable and I just name it as the status. Simply understand what exactly the things I want to do in here with using that switch statement. I make it as a default, that will be as a true. Okay, so default that will be as a true. Great. And right now here we don't need to pass any return. Okay, return that will be not needed. Here I want to simply remove everything. Okay, I want to remove it. That is our total function. Great. So in particular that area here, I want to now call our switch function. Switch function, if you want to call it, so that will be as a switch. Okay, WHITCH, that is actually a switch. Okay, so into the switch area, I want to pass that our status. Okay, here I simply pass it our status, and status value be default, I make it as a true. Now into the status area, when you use it as a switch statement, into the switch statement, first of all, you have to use it as a case. Okay, and case our first time when that will be as a true. Okay, I make it as a when this our case will be as a true, that will be as a clone. And after that here I want to return one of the button. Okay, that will be as a button. I want to return one of the button as a logout button. Okay, so that is the actually switch statement, all that structure. Simply remember all that our structure, that will be very needed friends, that will be very important. One of the things in our project we will use it multiple things. Okay, so which things is fundamental, everything I will cover in particular this section, but that will be very important for our project. Okay, make that sure you remember that switch statement. So into the switch statement, if you want to call it, that is a switch statement, that is you have to call that our case true. When our condition will be as a true, then that will be return our button as a logout. And also here I want to do after that. Okay, after that I want to take another case when that will be as a false. Okay, when that will be as a false, I want to return. Okay, I want to return another button, that will be as a button. I want to do that will be as a button. I want to call our another return button, that will be as a logging. Okay, that will be as a logging. And when that will be nothing, you can also use it as a default some of the values. I make it as a default. Okay, so that will be as a default. In default, that will be return null. Okay, return null. That's all. So here I simply call that our switch statement. So now here our status as a true, that means when our case will be as a true, now you are in our switch statement, that should be returned as a logout. Right, now let's check this out. If you click as a save all, now that should be display as a logout button. Okay, and when that will be as a false, I want to make it as a false. Now that is false, and when our case should be as a false, then that should be returned as a logging. Now if you click as a save all, now that should be display as a logging pattern. Okay friend, so how to working with the switch statement, I hope friend it's very much clear to you. So in our next video, I want to discuss about the ternary operator. How can working with the conditional rendering using that ternary operator. In our next video, I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.